On videos I floated back again with another deck review. This is, yes, the Fontaine Carrots, which is the latest from Zach Mueller and this Anwar Carrots, which I'm not familiar with them. Never heard of them before until this came out. The front of the box says Carrots instead of Fontaine. You know what? I admit I was one of the people who was always like, okay, you know what? It's the same thing over and over and over with the Fontaines, just different colors. Do something different. And he turned around and said, here you go, there's something different. So thank you for that, but it's not overly exciting. Let's not get too excited about this. The front of the box says Carrots, playing cards by Zach Mueller and Anwar Carrots, whoever the hell they are. And you see the bat design, it's the Fontaine bat design with carrots on it. It says FontaineCards.com and AnwarCarrots.com on one side. Distributed by Fontaine Cards and designed by Carrots by Anwar Carrots. Made in USA, blah blah. Fontaine on top, carrots on the bottom. Yay! Fun on top, carrots on the bottom. And in the back, you see the back design with seal. There was some stickers that came with this that caused a delay. And they are somewhere in my drawer. I don't know what it is. It's not important. There was some stickers that came with it. Caused a delay in it. One of them is like a Fontaine Power Rangers, and then there's other Fontaines, and I don't know, they're here somewhere. I should have looked for them beforehand. Oh, there they are. There's one, and there's another, and where's the other one? There's one more somewhere. Just bear with me. I apologize. It's a mess in here, that's for sure. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I can find two of them, but I can't find the third. Chicken nugget sticker. Chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken. I don't know where the hell it is. Whatever, it's a Power Rangers type one. And, but you got these ones. Standard Fontaine. And a Willy Wonka one. Not sure how there isn't a copyright issue with that, but it is what it is. These were originally made available through the Anwar Carrots store in like Los Angeles. And then later on made available on the website. And I think there was 10,000 produced. They did not sell out immediately, but they sold out pretty quickly. On the flap, you got a carrot in white with the carrot pattern. It's a standard tuck case. And then you got an ad card for carrots. First edition carrots for Fontaine, 1 of 10,000, blah blah. And here's your bat design. At least it's nicely centered. It's different, I'll give them that much. You also get a blank card, which I think all his decks have. The Jokers this time around, the carrots, one is black, and the other one is orange. The aces, again, they're different. They did not even customize the ace of spades, it's just a big pip. Hearts and diamonds are in orange, spades and clubs in black. And the court cards, they're just standard, recolored, black and white on the spades and clubs, orange and white on the hearts and diamonds, with a custom modified pip. Wow. And then custom pips on the number cards. I will say this much, it is nice to see something different, but at the same time, it is more of the same, because it's the same back design, it's just slightly modified. And I can understand that's his logo, that's his brand. But, I mean, it's still not extremely different. And I don't know how many more of this brand I'm going to support, especially if the price keeps going up. It's bad enough that resellers are selling these decks for, you know, a hell of a lot of money. Now, Zach Mueller has the audacity to sell these for $22 each, US, plus shipping, when they originally sold on Indiegogo, the original red ones, for like 10 bucks each or whatever it was, and more recently, the pinks and the greens and the slight sold for $15 each. Can you please explain to me why there is a $7 price increase on this? It's the same thing. There's not that much of a design element to it. It's a freaking carrot, which they probably just got from the Anwar Carrots website or logos. Slightly modified pips and recolored cords. There's nothing extremely special about it. It's just 2 hours, not even 2 hours of design work. As far as I'm concerned, this is like very little design effort. I'm not trying to rip it to shreds. It's a nice enough deck. It handles good. Looks pretty interesting. I do like that they modified the back design the way they did. It works. It's got the brand, and it's got the Animal Carrots branding on there as well. Handles very nicely. Pretty thin borders. You know, it's not like it's a horrible deck of cards or anything like that. It is, however, more of the same, and I don't see how he could justify the price increase, other than he wants more money in his pocket. Do the math. $22 each times 10,000. That's $220,000 he made for very little amount of effort. And all because all you fanboys keep buying it up and lining his pockets. Why should somebody bother to put any effort into what they're doing when they don't have to put any effort and you continue to give them money? Just because you like this brand and you like these decks. Think about that before you give him money. Does he really deserve all this money? And I mean, yeah, there was some money into production, but it's not $220,000. Maybe it cost him $20,000 to produce. He still made $200,000. Does he really deserve $200,000? Does he really deserve your hard-earned money? I don't think he does. I'm not saying I'm going to buy any more of his products because he's gotten enough of my money. I don't think he's worth it, personally. I mean, he might be a nice guy and whatnot. You know, it's all good for him. And wish him well. But personally, I think people need to stop and think about where the money is going. And question whether or not they really need to be paying $22 for a deck of cards that's fairly standard just to line his pockets with money. So that he doesn't have to work or do anything. And now I'm just ranting. And I know, and I apologize, and I do this all the time. But I just want people to think about it a little bit and question it a little bit. And that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I will rate this one kind of interesting. If you look at this at a certain light, you can't even see the carrots. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, I will rate this one 7 out of 10. See, I'm being even nice. I'm being generous. 7 out of 10. So that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Let's have a discussion about this. What do you think? Is it really, you know, worth it lining his pockets with money? Does he deserve all this money? I don't think so. But anyways, that's just me. Let me know what you think.